What are parents really searching for in your community locally? And how do you make sure that your childcare program shows up? My name is Rizakos. Today we're going to tackle this. It's going to be a good episode. It's going to be about 10 minutes long, and I want you to take some notes because I will give you some tactical steps to take. Before I dive into the training, welcome to the podcast. Make sure that you subscribe to our channels. We are on YouTube, we have a blog, and obviously we have this podcast. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rizakos, and I help childcare business owners and providers with their social media marketing. So today's focus is really going to be how do I know what local parents are actually searching for when they do go on Google, and how do I make sure I show up, or my brand or my program shows up. So if you've ever wondered what parents type into Google when they're looking for daycare, this episode is the one for you. I break it down. I break down the top search terms for families. So make sure you have something to write on, because I want to make sure that you don't miss these. I'm going to talk about some keywords that families are using when they are searching or hunting for childcare. And more importantly, how you can use those keywords to make sure they find you. So this is going to work for you whether you're home daycare or whether you're running a center. And it's also going to help you boost visibility, build trust, and attract the right families in your program. All right. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm really excited about this one. So the first thing that you want to think about, let's talk a little bit about parent search behaviors, okay? Because not every search is done with the same intent. So number one, the first type of searcher, right? This is a mom and dad that's on Google searching for childcare, is the urgent searcher. This is someone that needs daycare very soon. They need fast results. They need to get what they're looking for. They're not just browsing, they're really deciding. Okay. So, they are searching for things like, they might type up something like daycare near me or 24-hour daycare, right? When they go on Google. A fast, friendly response is key for these types of parents. The second type of parent that is searching is the specific planner. So this is someone that is using keywords like bilingual preschool, for example, or Montessori daycare, or affordable childcare. This is someone that is thinking of something in specific when they're looking for childcare. It's not just, daycare near me or infant daycare near me. It really is Montessori daycare. They made it a point to type that up in the Google search, okay? These families are comparing based on values and features. So your content should highlight what sets you apart: philosophy, pricing, class size, and curriculum. And the third one is the future thinker. So this is a parent that's going to go on Google and they're going to type up how to choose daycare or daycare enrollment checklist. This is someone that's not ready to enroll just yet. Maybe they're pregnant. Maybe they're just gathering information early. Again, they're future thinking, they're prepping, right? They're getting themselves emotionally ready and physically ready to make that decision when the time comes, but the time is not now. So you as a business owner, you want to make sure that you're offering helpful content on your platform. So whether that's a blog post or free guides, something that you can invite them to click on that is going to then lead them to sign up to an email list, for example. You want to make sure that you have something like this on your website. So because if a future thinker lands on your website and you have, for example, the ultimate checklist on daycare, or how to make sure you're ready for daycare or something like that, then they are going to opt into that. They're going to click on that and you're going to get their email information. So it's up to you after to stay in contact with them via your email list to kind of nurture that relationship over time, which is something that you would need to do. You wouldn't necessarily need to nurture a relationship with someone that's urgently searching, right? Like the urgent searcher, but you definitely need to do this for someone that is the future thinker, okay? How do you use keywords? You heard me talk about keywords a lot. Well, there's a few ways. So once you know the keywords that you want to use, you want to sprinkle them everywhere. So in your website copy, so the text on your website. So you want to use keywords naturally in your headlines, in your descriptions, and obviously on your service pages or about us pages, okay? If you have a blog on your website, you can answer specific questions parents ask, like what to ask during a daycare tour, right? A lot of parents don't know. They've never been to a tour before. So they have no idea what to expect. So that's something definitely you should start thinking about, doing, like adding something valuable that it's kind of going to live on your website, if you will, that if anybody lands on it or searches for it, your website will pop up. Google My Business. So you want to optimize your listing with keywords like licensed, home daycare in name of your city, right? Or bilingual preschool in name of your city. So obviously your social media bios. So you want to use local terms and your core values and phrases in your Instagram and Facebook bios. Really, really important. Keywords are what is going to make sure that when someone is actively searching for Google, that your website or your social media pops up. So you have to be intentional with the words that you're using. And if you remember earlier in this episode, we talked about the urgent searcher. So this is someone that's going to type up stuff like daycare near me or infant daycare near me, right? Or 24-hour daycare. The specific planner, if you offer something in specific for your program, you want to make sure that it's one of your keywords. The future thinker, if you're someone that has that is willing to invest some time to come up with a checklist or a free guide or something that can add value to someone that is thinking of daycare, but in the near future, for example, that's something that you can definitely leverage on your platform. That's only going to grow your email list. Okay. If you know what your ideal clients are typing into Google, you can meet them there with content that speaks directly to them. It really is connecting the right message to the right eyeballs. If you're someone that believes in vegan meals for kids, then you have to make sure that those words are in your content. If you're someone that loves Reggio Emilia philosophy, then you have to make sure that those words are in your content, on your platforms, Google My Business, right? And everything else that we discussed in this episode. Keywords aren't just SEO tricks. They're a bridge between your program and the parents looking for exactly what you offer. I actually have a workshop that I did in my school community. You can actually get I think it counts as 1.5 hours of personal development credit if you are someone that needs to get their hours in, because I think that this could definitely help. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. As a member, you get access to it for free. But obviously you have to show me that you did the work so I can give you your certificate. But in a nutshell, there really is a workshop that I did in the month of March where I showed some providers and center owners how to make sure their posts and their platforms are seen on social media. And it was all about geotags, tags, and hashtags and keywords. And I really went in depth about Facebook, Instagram, posting, and how to use all that to really get in front of more eyeballs. I will put the link in the show notes. If you guys want to go check that out, feel free. Other than that, I hope that this blesses you and your business, and I will see you guys again real soon. Bye for now.